Hello, hello. I know this has been a while. As I seem to start off every show, it's been a hot minute. It's always been that. There seems to be these huge gaps, and then I throw in a little update. And when I pop in here, I always end up saying the same things over and over again, and it's the same thing again, pretty much. I have a few little updates to fill you in on. One of which I just found out today. So I wanted to kind of get that underway. I have to excuse my giant purple sweater I've had for over 25 years, but I love this thing and it's warm. And hello, Frank. Well, welcome to the first one here. I kind of just want to chat for a couple of minutes, and I just kind of want to spit all this out, and then I can kind of open up the floor if there's anyone else watching. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of spend a few minutes just explaining all this, and then then we'll see what happens from there. But I've been wanting to do this for a while. This has taken me a few months. I've gone kind of MIA for a little while, and there's been reasons, but I feel like a broken record because it's a lot of it's the same reasons I've talked about before. It's quite simply, it's my living conditions are not allowing me to actually produce the videos as often or as frequently as I would like. I don't even know where to begin with it all, but I've kind of filled on some of this. But I don't have a lot of privacy. I do have a roommate that tends to like to play his music a bit loud. He's kind of a little nosy sometimes. I don't know how to explain it, but my kitchen is like right there, and he'll come in and out and get coffee and tea, which is loud. So I've got that. I've got the issues that I have a roommate. So because of that, it's hard to be consistent. I never know when he's going to be home and not going to be home. And I feel like if you want to do YouTube properly, one of the things you really do need is consistency. And I like that myself. I like to have it on a certain date. If I say I'm going to have a stream, that's why my Art Bloque was always Wednesday nights, and now I'm going to have to move him to Tuesday for Enrique. But I like having that, what's the word for it? That stability, that structure. I like having that, and I really wanted that, and I can't seem to have that. And once I don't have that, when things start scrambling around and things get thrown up out of nowhere, it throws a wrench and it throws my head off, and I can't produce like I want to. So something as simple as being called into work, which usually happens on very short notice, and I have to do that. And then so there's that. Also, the fact that my building was sold, my apartment building, as of last January, was sold to a large corporation. It used to be owned by an individual who was this lovely woman I really liked, and I used to be the assistant here and help clean and report things to her. This huge company took over, and I was still the assistant for a little while, and they decided to let me go because they wanted more money out of me. It was better just to send somebody to drive all the way in from Hamilton, which is 20 minutes away, to come here and do the jobs that I was doing, and then have us pay full rent now. So yeah, they really screwed us over on that. So that's been a big thing. And on top of that, the two units, one across the hall and the one above me, have been completely renovated, and the renovations have gone on for months, and they're loud, and they would go all day. And so it was constant banging and hammering and machines running. And you can't, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do a stream through that? I really would prefer, as you can see, this is night. So if you're watching this on repeat, it's nighttime now. I really would have preferred to have done daytime streams. I really did. The reason being is I liked the natural light coming through. As you can see, this is why I bought lights, so that I didn't look grainy and washed out, because you can see the background looks grainy and washed out, and that one single light looks like an atomic bomb glowing off on top of my lamp. And to look at it in person, it's actually kind of dull, but on camera, it just looks like this flash, which looks horrible. So I'd really like to kind of relight the set, but I would much prefer to have natural daylight come through the window if I could. But I can't shoot during the day. The units are apparently done, but they still make noise. There's constant noise in this building, and echoes, and you can hear it all. As you can see, my eye is still, it looks bad on camera. It looks a little better in person than it does on camera, but it still looks like somebody's punched me. yeah, so I'm really self-conscious about that. I kind of don't, if there's something that looks really glaring to me, I don't like, I feel uncomfortable going on camera, and it shouldn't be a problem, but it sometimes is. Which one should I do first? There's other things I need to talk about. Let's do this way. Tonight this is not what I wanted. I was supposed to have started new streams a couple of months ago to start a Saturday program that has been unable to get off the ground. Impossible, for the reasons I just described. I really wanted to start it because I wanted to build up to Halloween. I had this idea for this Halloween stream that I was going to do, and I was really excited about doing to try and do a big Halloween stream, because I love Halloween. I've always liked it. The problem is that it doesn't like me. Every year at Halloween, something goes wrong, and the whole month is just thrown apart for whatever reason. I don't know. It's things that just drop out of the sky into my lap. And it's come to the point that now I don't like Halloween anymore, just simply the fact that it doesn't like me. I'm tired of trying to fight with it. I would have loved to have done. I have some decorations I was going to put up and do this big Halloween drawing stream. And you need an audience to build up to that, right? You need some people to come in and watch and interact. It's what makes it fun. I thought about just doing a video and putting it up, because then people can watch it. You can still kind of do it live and people can watch it on repeat, but there is something about doing something live and having some people watching and interact and in the chat, and that makes it really, really fun. So you need the audience anticipation for that, somebody to build up to it. And I was not able to do any videos leading up to it. So I thought maybe I'll make it like my comeback Halloween video. Couldn't even get that up. Then I was going to do fine. I couldn't get it up. I couldn't get it done by the 31st because of work. Maybe I could do like the late Halloween show, and I was going to do it tonight. This was going to be the Halloween show on the 4th of November. I didn't care. I was just going to do it anyways. Still couldn't get things to come together. Still was not going to happen. I gave up. I said, I'm just going to do this talking stream to explain everything. So at this point, I'm not sure what to do. And so this brings me to my last point, is that part of the reason I was off for a while is my back went out again. I've talked about this, that I've had about 3 or 4 falls in my life, bad ones on my back. And so because of that, every year or so, it used to just go out. It would go out really bad. I'd be laid up for it could be a few days, could be a few weeks, but I'd be laid up until it got better. And it's been happening more frequently, and it happened again. And I thought, oh, the hell with this. I need to go see my doctor. Now that I have a proper doctor, I thought I should go see her. So I went and saw her, had some x-rays done. Apparently, and I just found this out today, finally went to see her and got the full explanation of what's going on with my x-rays. Because of these really bad falls on my back, it's caused hairline cracks through my lower spine and compression, which has now led to osteoporosis. And I'm only 55. That's usually something that affects usually women more than men, and usually at an older age. And it's led to that, which there is no cure for that. It doesn't get better. All you can do is try to prevent it from getting worse. She gave me a note to take 2 weeks off work, which I thought would have been a little bit more. I'm going to see how this goes. I got to talk to her tomorrow. I'm going to arrange to have my hours cut back a bit. But if I do that, like, this is my income. I don't get a discount on the rent anymore. I can't keep going to work and pushing through that and making my back worse. So I'm going to take 2 weeks off. When I go back, I'm going to see if I can limit it to just 2 shifts a week. I'm going to tell her that I kind of need to do this. But if I do this, I need to really shift gears. I need to seriously shift gears and try and put into this channel again. And I apologize, I'm not looking at the camera. I keep looking over here because the screen's right here, and I keep looking at myself and looking at how I'm centering on myself on the screen, and my camera's like right here, and I should be like right there. I don't like having it over the monitor because it angles funny in my living room, and you see too much of this bookshelf, which looks like crap right now. So it needs to be cleaned up. Right now, this area is cleaned up because it's on camera, so stuff's on the floor. I have an air conditioner over there. I have my tripod set up over there. So anyways, look at it. You can still see the tape on here. There's still crap I have to clean. But I need to start putting some effort into this channel, which means I got to start telling people no. I got to start telling work no. I have to start declining shifts. I have to start declining people, social life, because my timing sucks. It's not that I want to decline social life. It's just that I am constantly wrapping my life around everyone else. It's like this person can only come down on a certain date. So now I have to bend what I'm doing to try and go see this person in order to have a social life. If they're going to come up and visit, we go and do things. I'm the one that keeps bending my life around everyone else. And that means that I end up giving up time. I give up nights that I can get work done when my roommate is out at work or when he's off doing something else and I could have the place to myself. Our timing sucks. Whenever he's out of the house, I seem to be out of the house. Whenever he's home, then I'm free and I'm home. I'm trying to arrange it so that I can get something done when he's not here. That way I can get more things done, such as tonight. He's going to be home in about an hour and a half. I'm not going to be online that long. So that's why I need to kind of take a little more time off work, because it's the only way I'm going to get things done. And I feel like that if I had more time to put into this, I could turn it into something. I just need everything and everyone to leave me alone. And that's the bottom line. I need people to leave me alone. and maybe be a little more flexible with me. As I said, I'm the one who's always bending my life around everyone else. Maybe somebody else could do that with me for a change. I don't know. I know people work full-time jobs. That's their schedule, of whatever day or night they have off is what they have off, and that's what they have. It keeps landing on the wrong time. And then I have to end up telling them no, which kind of puts a damper on things. Then I have no social life, right? Or I give this up, one or the other. So yeah, so I don't. I'm sort of in an impasse there on that, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to decline a bit of work anyways. Like I said, I've only been given a 2 weeks absence. I got to go talk to my boss tomorrow morning, and when I get back, I need to limit the days I have off work. The number of shifts that I have, and start taking an extra day off. And I hate to do that because I know it's going to throw a wrench into her life, but you know what? My life has had a lot of wrenches thrown into it. And our whole staff is made up of people who can only work 1 or 2 days. She has all these staff people that are really limited on when they can work. And I feel like I'm doing the same thing now. She doesn't have that many people that are available in large blocks. It's people that can only come in 1 or 2 days a week. And now I'm going to be that person that has to cut back. And I feel bad. I feel kind of bad about that because my boss is a really good person. She's actually really good. And I know how stressed she is in trying to keep staff. And it's a very frustrating thing. I've been through that and I understand what it is, but what can you do? But I also have to take care of my health too. I'd like to keep the job. I work at the YMCA. I really like to keep it because having a job at the YMCA means I have a free membership, and I'm going to have to do a bit of physio with my back in order to keep it from completely collapsing and winding up hunched over and in a wheelchair later in life. I really don't want to do that. I'd like to be able to remain upright. So it means a lot more stretching, some working out, strengthening my core, my lower back, and start getting an exercise plan going on that. So I'm going to be looking into talking to a few people that are specialized in that kind of. Look at my hair. My hair is a mess. I need to get it cut. Some people that specialize in that kind of thing and see if I can work out a plan. So that's the other reason too, is that if I'm going to be going out and doing some physical exercise, that's a couple hours out of your day. You got to go home and shower and eat and do all that kind of thing. My diet's got to change too. I need to lose some weight. I need to. I'm a little bit of a caffeine addict. I like my coffees and teas, and those also have to be cut back because that can also affect if you have osteoporosis. That can also affect it. Yeah, so, okay. that is it. I thought about doing a drawing stream. I don't think I will. I wasn't even sure about this because I don't know. I don't have much of an audience yet, and I didn't even think there was enough people that would really care what was going on. Do you know what I mean? When you have a good following on YouTube and you have people that actually tune into your lives and watch your videos and interact, those are the people that kind of care about what's going on. In this case, I just don't have that yet, and I'd like to actually work on that, spend some time working on that. I think the more often I can get on here and do that, the better chance I have to generate that. But yeah, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. The other thing too for doing drawing streams, I generally have to do them off the big tablet. So when I do the split screen, I'm doing it digitally on the tablet, and I'd like to do some freehand stuff. Sure, I shouldn't say freehand. Do like actual pencil on paper, doing some drawing on this with the camera pointing down. Unfortunately, the setup is a little bit obnoxious because I don't have enough ports, and even by adding in an extra port dock, unless it's powered, it won't handle the camera. And so to have the two cameras, the microphone, whatever else, and then I'm turned, and I need a setup where I'm actually looking, because if I'm working here on that, I need to move the camera over there. It's a whole change. It's a whole reset up almost to move things so that I can do that. That's the other thing. I have a really nice camera. I think I talked a while ago that I invested in a new camera a little over a year ago. I got the Nikon Z30, and it's a really, really good little intro camera, good video camera. I just can't afford good lenses for it yet, but it still takes phenomenal pictures, really great video, and I thought I'd like to use it for streaming. It's just you need to buy a lot of extra parts for it in order to use it as a streaming camera. The main thing is you need. I have the wire to hook it up. The micro HDMI. You need a the video card. Everyone always recommends the Elgato video card. I guess there's other ones that can work, but to do it in really, like, be able to do it in 1080p, you need the good one, which is about $100. So there's that it has to go through in order to give you clean HDMI out and to have it properly come through. It does have the ability to use as a webcam at 720, but it's choppy and at 720. And then the other thing is that because those cameras the batteries burn through really fast, I'd only be able to stream for like 30 minutes. So you have to buy what's called a dummy battery that pops in, and then you plug that into the wall so that you get constant power to it, right? So I have the wire. There's just the other two parts that I need, which are also expensive. So I'm looking at an extra $180 investment just for that in order to use that camera as a streaming camera. But the image will be fantastic. It will be better than this. This that I'm using right now is the Logitech Brio, which is a wonderful little webcam. It's one of the best on the market if you want to do streaming. It really is fantastic. Just it's shit in the dark, and it has crap audio. So if you want to use them, I do recommend them. I recommend them a lot, actually, is the Logitech Brio. But just make sure you have really good lighting, preferably daylight. Again, why I wanted that set up. See how dark this is and how grainy all that looks right back through there. I'd rather this kind of be blurred, and I can't get that effect. If I can set up my Nikon Z30, I'll get that. I can get that. There's a very little bit of a hint of a blurred background with keeping myself in focus on this, which is kind of what I'm aiming for. Yeah, I think that was kind of all that I wanted to cover. I should maybe just take a short break, and I have this little video thing that I can do while I'm on break here. I'm going to just go for about a minute and a half, I'll probably lose everybody. I went up to like 4 viewers, and then it slowly went down to 1 again. So I don't know who came and started watching. Probably because I just come in here and bitch, and I say the same thing every time I do this. But I do need to get a haircut, because you can see this is flying out at the sides, and I've got this ridiculous haircut that's coming through, and this is getting like way too long. I need to get this cleaned up, and my hair is really starting to show its discoloration now. So, but that's going to be it. I'm going to show this. This is a little thing I put together. There's a little comedy sketch, or it's an old video from the 70s that was a gag that aired in the UK, and then it also aired in America in the 70s, actually, on television. And some people kind of bought it, but it's just a joke. I'm going to run it, and then there's a little be right back sign, and which I will hopefully be right back. So please stay tuned, everyone. Hopefully I'll have some people want to get back.
There's too much water in that kettle. And now the lid's on crooked. And that means disaster for this lady. Because she is on a boat. Don't boil a kettle on a boat.
All right. That was really short. I'm going to have to make a longer version of that one. I was hoping to quickly run out and use the little boys' room, but it's wasn't enough time on that. But that's fine. I'll be all right for the moment. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm pretty sure I actually didn't double check the settings on this, and it is the snowball. I did a stream once and didn't realize that the audio was going through the Logitech Brio, and it has awful audio. So I do try to make sure I have the Ice Ball Blue set up, which is currently my mic, and eventually I'd like to get a little bit better mic for that. So, but this one seems to work okay for now. Anyways, any questions? Anybody? I have like one viewer that's showing. I don't even know who that is. I don't have mine. Sometimes I have it set up because on the phone to the side. I didn't open it up today. So sometimes that viewer is actually just myself, but today it is off. So I don't know who the mystery viewer is. Maybe I will pop in. The reason I put it on the phone and put it to the side is that there is a delay from the time that this goes out to the person sees and hears what I'm saying, types in a reply, then comes back through the program to me. It ends up... Whoops, sorry about that. Hold on. Then by the time it comes back to me, I'm getting it like 30 seconds or more after somebody's sent the message. So I end up getting like these little messages late. But if I watch the stream on this, I'll see it come through actually a little bit sooner in real time. So anyways, I don't. Let me just open this up on my own stream here. So give me just one moment. And it says, oh, it has a little thing where it says it's live. How about that? Okay. And nothing. It does say there's 2 viewers. So there is somebody watching. Hi, whoever you are. Thanks for watching and sticking through this. Is that you, Frank? Are you still watching? Frank was here, but I think he left. And then they opened up another viewer came in, but I don't know who that is. So a couple of things to note coming up. I'm going to be doing a bunch of streams this week. So I'm doing this tonight. I'll be doing another one tomorrow, which is my regular art block, which used to be on Wednesdays, but I got to do it tomorrow because that's when Enrique is available. Oh, we have to do it tomorrow, which I guess is okay. But again, it's that sort of inconsistency. But what can I do? It's the only time he's available. That's fine. It keeps me busy this week anyways. The other stream is not from my channel, it's someone else's I've been involved with the last little while. If you're a big fan of Star Trek, I've been involved in a Star Trek stream on Wednesday nights that run really long. They go for 2.5 hours. Just because we end up getting so off topic, we end up where we watch an episode per week, and then we kind of jump in and talk about it. And every time we come on, there's like a group of us. It can be anywhere between 3 and 6 people, and it just ends up getting way off topic every time, even though we're trying to talk about this episode. But it's a lot of fun though, and if you want to sit in, if you want to watch it, yeah, we like to get more people kind of viewing and watching, get involved in the chat, and you are invited to even come on camera and join in, as long as we keep it topic on Star Trek. Let's try to. But that is on my, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to check the name of his channel again. Moment. I keep wanting to say Techno Dave, but I think it's Dave Prime 1701. Let me just check that. Yeah, so the channel is Dave Prime 1701. I can even put that in the messages here. And if you want to, that'll be tomorrow night. I want to say 8 Eastern, I believe 8. Yeah, 8 Eastern. So I live right near Toronto. That's kind of your Toronto, New York timeline in there. So if you're a big fan of Star Trek and you want to hop in on that and come in, and you can chat with us in the chat. You can come on camera. He always puts a link underneath, and you're welcome to come in and join in. So I'm going to probably be doing that on Wednesday nights. Those are usually Wednesdays, 8 till 10, sometimes later. And if you're on camera, we sort of have a little post after show discussion afterwards as well. So it's kind of fun as well. That's where we can kind of just sort of have a nice little general chit chat with each other. So, and that's on Wednesday nights. So as far as this channel though, for mine, I'm not sure. I have ideas. I've always got ideas. Eventually, I'd like to do the Saturday stream. As long as I can remain free on Saturday, it would be 4 o'clock Eastern, because that's when I'm free. But I don't know when I can be able to start those. I had an idea for maybe start doing shorts. I've been recommended that shorts seem to be the big thing now on YouTube. They've been gaining a lot of popularity, but they don't count for a lot of view time, so you have to make a lot of them. But I did think about doing some long form videos and then making shorts from that, and maybe doing sort of 2 different versions. I don't know. I'm kicking around the ideas on that, but I would like to get back to doing drawing videos, and I think that would be really important because that's where my heart was. And I haven't done any drawing in the last few months, done very, very little. And I'm badly out of practice. I'm not comfortable almost even drawing on camera at the moment until I practiced a bit. But I'll see how it goes. The knowledge is up here. It's just what's practically coming through the screen. It's supposed to be a drawing channel, and you draw crap, and you kind of lose some credibility. I'm just out of practice is all. So, yeah. So I don't know. I wish there was more people here. This is kind of the fun of doing a live, is getting involvement, and there's no one involved. So I wish somebody would kind of type something, but I've got one viewer. I don't know. Is there anyone else doing a live? It's tough. That was the other tough thing too. Is when I get some of the other regulars that I know, if one of them does a live, they'll all go to their channel because they are more established and do them more regularly, and then I kind of lose that traction. So, like Joshua Kemble, if he does one of his lives, he started doing lives again, and he gets quite a few people through his while he draws, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to compete with that. Like, is not to be competing, but it's just that it's you lose your audience, right? So and it's kind of no fun to just do the stream and then people watch in the repeats afterwards. But that's kind of ends up what happens. This is why I end up just doing talking videos. If I don't get an audience, I'm sitting there drawing for no reason with no involvement. It's hard to it's hard to enjoy that. It's kind of no fun to do that, really, and I don't end up enjoying it. The other thing I've got a lot to do, I'd like to I meant to mention this earlier about setting things up that I draw off the tablet, and that I want to go to doing physical media again. But the other thing too is I draw a lot off my iPad. I do a lot of drawing on the iPad when I do get around to drawing, because it's portable. I can just sit here like a sketchbook and I can do it, and then just kind of put it away at night, and I can kind of have fun with it. I can lie in bed and do that, and I don't have to set the big tablet, and I can kind of take it with me, and I can, depending what program I use, I can transfer. I can start one on here and continue it on the tablet, vice versa. So I'd like to do is see if I can plug this in and have it come through as part of my stream without having a camera point down, because when you have a camera point down on an iPad, you get reflection off the glass, and you see fingerprints, and it just looks awful. I've tried it a couple of times. It just looks terrible. But there is a way that I can plug it in. Again, it takes another port, and the problem is the number of ports. But there's a way I know I can do that I can plug this in and draw off the iPad. That's the other thing I got to sort out. I'm having problems with both. We've heard me bitch about OBS, that I can't use OBS. This is why I'm using Talk Studio, Streamlabs Talk Studio. And I've tried using standard Streamlabs, and it's also being problematic. There's a lot of issues. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people use those. I just keep running into problems constantly with them. And I don't know. I try and there's one option on there that keeps causing it to crash. I've tried messaging them and talking to them, and they give us the information. I give them the information. They never hear from them again, and this thing keeps crashing. There's an issue with audio. I was getting the echo. See, the nice thing about Talk Studio, I'm using the active audio input. Did I unplug this? There we go. Sorry, I picked it up on an Alex and unplugged it. So it cancels out my audio coming in, and if I play, like I played that little video clip a few minutes ago, it cancels it cancels any excess audio out. Whereas, so if I'm playing something on the program, if I'm playing like a bit of background music, anything like, or even just me talking, the mic's picking it up, right? And so somehow what happens is it's coming out as two, when it's playing back off the computer, right? So let's say I was talking to somebody, or I'm playing this music and I'm listening to it. I can hear it on the computer, and then that audio is coming back through the microphone again. So you end up with this double sound that reverbs. Talk Studio cancels that out. It has a way of actually canceling that double audio out, and so that it sounds nice and smooth, and you get one audio source, right? I think my ghost is in my kitchen again. I'm busy playing with the knives and forks in the dish rack. What's going on? Anyways, so yeah, I kept getting echo, and so if there is echo cancellation, I'd really like to know where that is on that thing. Both of them, it's a problem with audio. OBS and Streamlabs suck. They've been absolutely problematic. I have this until March, and then at March, I lose all the bells and whistles, and I go back to 720p unless I decide to repay for it again. The only reason I have it till March is they gave me a really good deal for the year. They gave me a really, really sweet deal for the first year. It's normally really expensive to use these programs, especially What's it called again? The other one that everybody likes to use. I've got it on here. We use it on the other one. I hate it. It's whenever StreamYard. Sorry, there's Stream something. StreamYard. Everyone uses it. Everyone seems to love it, and I don't like it. I think they're ridiculously expensive. People are paying for it to get all the bells and whistles and to get the nice high quality broadcast. That's a lot of money for 1 year. 1 year using it. It's like, especially being Canadian, we have our taxes and the fact that our exchange rate is horrible right now, absolutely horrible. And I'm not going to pay $300 and something for this for a year unless I know it's really going to pay off. So I was hoping just to use Streamlabs because it's free, but now I'm getting this friggin' echo coming back through, and it's awful. Anyways, I'm just sitting here yammering on, and there's no one else watching. I've lost Frank. Wherever you went, Frank, and I've been talking for 35 minutes. Anyways, I'm going to end it. If you watch this, if you came in and you watched this and you've been listening to it, I really appreciate it. I'll keep you updated on what's going with my back and the situation with the osteoporosis. Can't believe that. I'll do another stream on that sometime. I'll give you some information on it because there's only so much I can do with it. But I'll maybe give an update with that. And I think that's it. I guess is it. Oh, I suddenly got another viewer. Apparently, it's showing another viewer. I don't know who's watching, but thank you. I was planning on coming to an end unless somebody counts to come in and chat in the last minute. Going once, going twice. I'm going to probably end. So and finish my cup of tea. And then the roommate's home in an hour, and I have a very good friend of mine from the UK who usually chats to me once or twice a day, and I know he'll probably it's a 5-hour difference, and he gets up super early. He goes to bed really early and gets up early. But he likes to yak with me, so that's it too. I want to plan to go back to the UK. God, I want to go back there so badly. If I could do it, I would move there. That costs a lot of money to move there, to get the visa to move there and be able to work. Like, I could go visit for like up to 6 months, but you can't do anything. You can't work or earn any money. I can't even do YouTube videos like this. You're not allowed to make videos there and earn money even if it comes in Canadian funds. You are not allowed to make any kind of income unless you are under the specific work visa or an ancestry visa. And the work visa is only if you've been invited to work there by a company, to work for a company that specifically wants to. Ancestry visas, I can do that because my whole family is from the UK. But it costs so much bloody money. It is so expensive. Not just for the visa. I need to order the proper birth certificates to show that I have family from there. The visa itself is an astronomical amount of money, and then you have to pay for their healthcare because you don't automatically just go under their healthcare system. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for it ahead of time. That's an astronomical amount of money. So I don't know. I don't know if being Canadian and being under the Commonwealth and also having direct relatives from there, I don't know if that helps or not. But I can't seem to get a full answer on that. But I don't know. Something I want to look into because I would actually go and live there for a while just so I can see more of it. That would be fun though to do this from the UK. I think it'd be really exciting. Anyways, I said I was going to say goodnight, and we're coming up close to 40 minutes. Thank you everyone for watching. Unless there's any last minute comments that want to come through to keep me on, I'm going to shut it down. But we'll see tomorrow night at oh shit, I forgot to get the chime. I'm sorry. I was going to check the time on that. Give me 1 second. Oh God, I keep hitting the wrong one. 6 West Coast, 9 here. You have to figure it out. Here, Toronto, New York time, 6 California, right? So figure out your time zones from there. That's tomorrow night. Maybe I'll start the show a little early. Maybe I'll start about 8 o'clock and I'll do a little drawing stream. I'll repeat a few things here. and then we'll get Enrique in and we'll chat. So until tomorrow night, thank you again for watching. This has been a 40 minutes of me just yammering on. If you've listened, I really appreciate it. I'll be glad to do some follow-up soon. Thanks for watching, both of you. And hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at we'll do my 8 o'clock my time. 8 o'clock my time. I'll put some posts up on Instagram. Right? Have yourselves a good one. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Good night.